Alright guys, thanks for clicking on the video. As you can tell by the title, just fortunate enough the day before Christmas to actually get in my Vinegar Syndrome Black Friday haul of 2021. Yesterday I received my Severin Films nasty Black Friday sale stuff. I did a 2-hour video for that. I think it's probably one of my longest videos. I kind of became I definitely have a bad habit of doing like these really long videos, but I try to be as thorough as I can. Guys, that is on there though. Please feel free to go back and check that out. A lot of great stuff in that box. Super excited. I literally unboxed it. Just been running around like crazy, of course. I got that on the 23rd, which was yesterday. Today's Christmas Eve. Just been running around a lot, getting everything ready. Getting ready for, Christmas to pop up, especially having 3 kids and everything, and pretty extensive big family. It's a little stressful, and it takes a little bit of time, but I did get the missus to run to the post office right quick because I got a notification saying that my Vinegar Syndrome stuff that I ordered from the Black Friday sale had been delivered to the post office. Guys, if I do seem like I'm a little bit rushed for this video, I do apologize. I am a little stressed for time. Have to do a few things here in a little bit, get ready for a big Christmas Eve dinner and stuff with the family and all that good stuff. So I don't want to come off as being rushed or anything like that. I'll try to be as thorough as possible because I'm very excited for this box. I will say before I get into this, it was weird to get the it was weird to see Severin Films send me the notification saying that my box had shipped as quickly as it did. I believe they shipped it on December 7th, which was literally, like a week and some change after the sale ended. And I would have got it a lot sooner, but unfortunately, I stuck to I stuck to their offer with the free shipping since I ordered so much. But with that free shipping, they used media mail, and it was horrible. I think it sat in Los Angeles for about 6 or 7 days. It finally, when it made its way here to Atlanta, it stayed another 6 or 7 days, and in the meantime, it was floating in limbo from here to there. So, I learned my lesson from that. I'll probably definitely from now on, I will be paying, if it's not too much, especially during the Black Friday sale, I will definitely pay for the, if it's not too expensive, I'll pay for the better priority shipping from Severin, just so that doesn't happen again in the future for the Black Friday sale. As far as the halfway to Black Friday sale, that's, it usually takes them a while for them to finally send my stuff out, because they have so many orders and all that, and, it is what it is. But usually with Vinegar Syndrome, they make it so easy. Like with this stuff right here, I went on the site. Everybody knows you can go back in after you place an order during the Black Friday or halfway to Black Friday sale. You can go back in and add to existing order if you want to go in and place more orders. I looked at their shipping policy, and of course, I bought enough stuff. I'm not sure if you spend over a certain amount, you get free shipping, but their USPS 2-day priority mail was only $12, and I have a huge box right here full of stuff. It was well worth it. I see right here on the tag that they shipped this out on 12/21/21. So literally, they just shipped it out 3 days ago. 3 days later, it's already sitting all the way from Bridgeport, Connecticut, all the way here to little old Homer, Georgia. So, which is very fucking far away. But I'm very glad to have it and everything. I can't wait to dig into this stuff, and I'm gonna show you guys what I got. There's one particular item in here that I'm so glad that they decided to do what they did for their previous films. Can't wait to get that out, just to throw them in there and put that together. But I got a lot of really cool stuff in here, though. I think for the most part it is movies. I did order some replacement cases, stuff like that, but we'll get to it. But yeah, like I said, it was a little weird to see that I got my Severin stuff before the Vinegar Syndrome stuff. Usually it's vice versa. But that was really cool that Severin jumped on the ball and sent me that big box. Right after the sale, unfortunately, it was just the USPS that held that up really badly. Guys, like I said before, please feel free to go back and check out that video. That is my the nasty Black Friday sale from Severin Films haul. I believe it was, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was about 56 items in all. So, and most of that was movies. So, but guys, with this right here, I don't think there's, I think for the most part, this is movies. I think I ordered a pen, some replacement cases, maybe a car air freshener, something like that. Just little stuff, but most of it's all film. So, guys, I hope everybody got their stuff in before Christmas. Before Christmas hit, I've been seeing a lot of unboxing videos on YouTube. So glad to see everybody getting their stuff and everything. If you haven't gotten yours yet, just try to be patient as much as you can. Those companies, as much as they get as much business as they get, you would think they would have a big, huge staff, even temporary staff, to pack all these orders and send them out. But unfortunately, that's just not the case, and that's just not the case. So yeah, guys, we're gonna jump right into this. Like I said, guys, here it is, the Vinegar Syndrome Black Friday sale. I will tell you, for the contents that I paid for this box right here, I definitely went overboard on the Severin Films sale again this year, as opposed to Vinegar Syndrome. I think during the halfway to Black Friday sale, I might have maybe just paid about, compared to my Vinegar Syndrome order and Severin order, I probably ordered maybe just a couple $100 more for the Severin stuff as opposed to Vinegar Syndrome, just because I have so much Vinegar Syndrome stuff that I haven't even gotten to yet. There's only so many hours in a day. During these sales, I go completely crazy because I buy this stuff at the best price. You can't get it no cheaper than that, and I take full advantage of it, so it is hard to get through a lot of it. But for this sale as well, this definitely right here, for what I paid for this right here, I can tell you that I spent half, basically, on this as what I did for Severin Films. So I know Severin gets a really bad reputation with that fucking website. I totally agree with everybody that they could be frustrating. I knew to anticipate it again. It's been multiple times now. Their site was definitely clunky, had a lot of problems, and it didn't work well. I couldn't even place my first order through Severin Films for about the first 2 hours of it going live. And I only managed to put 3 things in my first order, and I was surprised to even get that at the 2-hour mark. Vinegar Syndrome, however, holy shit, they do such a great job with their website. Everything flowed smooth as soon as it went fucking live. You could add whatever you wanted to your cart. No 504 error page messages, no nothing like that. So kudos to Vinegar Syndrome for doing the website that they fucking do, because they make it very easy, simplistic. And I can tell you right now, that is definitely one of their highest selling points, that, you know, that definitely has its perks for them, because I'm sure there's a lot of people who got on the Vinegar Syndrome website, bought a few things they wanted, went over to Severin Films, the site wasn't working, they got fed up, irritated after a couple hours, and they just went right back to Vinegar Syndrome to spend more money as opposed to spreading it around. So Severin Films definitely needs to work on that website. I will say, however, it was a very nice little touch that Severin Films, since they knew everybody was having a hard time for that first couple of hours during the sale, if you did manage to place an order, they did send us all $20 gift cards. You know, $20 is not much, but you know what? I got all the stuff I wanted from that sale. There's not one thing I left out. If there was, it was just my stupidity and basically neglectfulness of just forgetting. But that was a nice incentive for them to send a $20 gift card. So I know a lot of people just don't really give a shit, and they're just like, hey man, what the fuck, man? That's only $20, man. That's nothing compared to the hassle I had to deal with. Well, to think about it like this, they could have just said fuck it and not send you nothing. So that $20 is nice, because I guarantee you, I'm surprised. I opened that box yesterday. I meant to I got on the site last night to look around for a little bit. I was going to order me another hoodie because I like the other one so much, but they didn't have the hoodies on the site, so hopefully they add those back. But I definitely will, though. I'll get on there and I'll use that gift card. Let's put this thing out, guys, and let's get into this. Already wasted 8.5 minutes of your time just talking. So here we go, guys. Going to cut into this right now. Here it is. Going to cut this bad boy open. As soon as the missus walked back in the house, I saw the box, and the first thing I always see is the Vinegar Syndrome tape. And man, does that just bring such a joy just to see that tape on the box, because you know that if you bought something from them, you're getting something from a really fucking awesome company. So there we go, guys. I haven't even opened it yet. I want to let you guys do the honors first. Hopefully nothing spills out of this. I'll open this one first. Let's open that. They got some paper in there. Let's see what we can do here. Just don't want to dump nothing out of it. They got it. Yeah, guys, they got it pretty packed in there. I'm sure you can probably see the bubble wrap around it. Vinegar Syndrome always does a great job of packing their stuff securely for their customers, and I applaud the hell out of them for that. Alright, guys, just paper right here. I'm just going to make sure nothing's in it. Set that off to the side. More and more stuff to add to that Vinegar Syndrome shelf. I'm going to have to expand that shelf, or figure out something, because it's already full, and here's a big hunk of stuff to add to it. So that's it's always a good problem to have. So anyway, guys, we're going to go for this right here first. This this little box right here, because I already see what one of the boxes is. Guys, here is one of the replacement cases. I know nobody cares about these, but I do buy these replacement cases. This is a 2-disc clear case, because I do, unfortunately, have a few Vinegar Syndrome releases over there. As you can see, like Frightmare right there and Madman. Those are in the older style blue cases that Vinegar Syndrome used to use before they swapped over to these nice, really cool clear cases. So, I'm a little OCD, and it's about time to fix all that shit, and I want my collection very consistent, and it's time to get rid of those blue cases and make sure everything's up to date with that stuff. Alright guys, first up out of the box right here, this is a nice fucking Slippy. Alright guys, so as everybody knows, every Halfway to Black Friday sale and Black Friday sale, Vinegar Syndrome rolls out usually about 4 slipcovers for movies that they have previously released. I'm trying to think too, it's just, holy shit. With the legacy slips, I believe is the term that's been used to call these. So guys, here's the first one up right here, and I will say this thing looks fucking absolutely beautiful. I do not think that this movie gets enough praise as much as it should. I would say it'd probably definitely just be completely forgotten unless Vinegar Syndrome would have released it. And not to mention, it was really nice to see how much time was dedicated to this film during the In Search of Darkness. I'm trying to think, what can I say? That's a movie, basically. So yeah, it was nice to see Linnea Quigley talk about this. Everybody knows the story about the characters. Basically, they started out with a female in this movie that didn't want to do nudity, even though they kept some of her scenes in there and all that stuff. All of a sudden, her character switches out with Linnea Quigley, and nothing is really never discussed. There was like not a kill-off scene, no nothing. So and it just goes to show what they had to work with at the time, the budget they had, and they were just like, fuck it, let's go with it. So yeah, guys, that is the graduation day legacy slip right there. There are 200 seniors at Midvale High and 7 days till graduation. The class of 81 is running out of time. So this is, it says VS-050, so this was very early on for Vinegar Syndrome. Guys, I will hold that up so you can see it. I'm sure you've probably already done see. If you're watching this late, I'm sure you've watched countless other YouTubers unbox their Vinegar Syndrome haul. I'm usually one that gets it pretty late. Next up, guys, here's one right here. This film was also released by 88 Films for their Slasher Classics collection. Got it right over there in a blue case, so I'll have to switch that out too, but they made a slip for it, and it's a VS-095, so this was still a little early on in the game for Vinegar Syndrome, but here's the new legacy slip for the previous release, and that is Frightmare. This is a trauma film. I have watched this on 2 different occasions. It also goes by another title, which I believe is called The Horror Star. It's either The Morning Star or The Horror Star. I would say it's The Horror Star. I could swear it's that title, but if it's not, I'm shooting on the fly here, guys. So I will say, when I saw this slip on the website, it looked alright and everything, but I will say it looks a lot better in person, and that's not the first time I've ever said that about a legacy slip. If you go back and you look at my other videos for the Halfway to Black Friday sale and the Black Friday sale for Vinegar Syndrome with me ordering these legacy slips, you'll probably hear me say that a couple times. It's just because you'll see a picture of them on the website, and you'll be like, okay, well, I'll get it and put it on there, and complete the whole release of it, and have a little bit of fun with it. But then you get it in your hand, and so it looks a little bit better, feels a little bit better. So I will say that the lettering right there is definitely raised right there, so that's a nice touch. Even on the spine, the eyes right there is kind of embossed. It has like a really nice little shine to it right there. There we go, guys. Got that light to hit it just right. So yeah, that is Frightmare. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. Like I said, guys, 88 Films also released Frightmare as well. I do see 88 Films release a good bit of stuff that Vinegar Syndrome has already released, but hey, always check out the special features and see what they got to offer. Next one up, guys, and this one right here, I was the most not the most excited for, but this was number 2 in there, especially for the legacy stuff. A Robert Hammert film right here. This is Don't Answer the Phone. I will tell you, I love the artwork for this right here. I gotta say this. I'm getting to the point in my collecting, especially chasing down these movies that I definitely want to dive into, or films that I love that I want to add to the collection. As far as the slipcover game goes, we could sit here and talk about this forever. It's, you know, to me, it seems like the slipcovers, this slipcover game we're playing in the collector's world is just getting way out of hand. But I will say it's very nice during these sales that Vinegar Syndrome will let you get on their website, and if you already have the movie, they give you the option to say, hey, if you already have the movie, you don't have to buy it again with the slip just to get that slipcover. We'll sell you the slipcover, and they run usually $8 a piece. But, you know, they run $8 a piece now. If I'm not mistaken, I think they used to cost like $7 a few years ago. I'll have to kind of look back at my order forms that I have and stuff like that. But, you know, the cost of everything goes up. But I will say, that's not bad at all. I mean, it's, you know, it's a slipcover. It's $8. And just think, there's somebody out there who's probably willing to pay $200 just for that fucking Bloodhook slipcover, which I've said that so many times. I've bitched about that slipcover. It's just crazy. That's the kind of shit right there that kind of just really spoils it for me. I love collecting. This is a piece of art at the end of the day. This does add, you know, add a little bit of swag to the release itself. But yeah, I dig that. And I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't even chase these down and buy them if it wasn't the option for them selling the slip separately. If Vinegar Syndrome didn't offer that option, hey, if you already have the movie, you can just buy the slip by itself. No, you got to buy the whole movie all over again. I wouldn't fucking do it. No chance in hell. I know most people are probably watching this, listen to me, just listen to me say that and go, dude, you are fucking crazy as hell, man. Those slips are always, a year later, they're all already worth double, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, that may be so, it may be true, but I didn't get into, you know, putting together my own movie library just for the fact of value for resale. So, next up, guys, and here we go. This will do it right here for the legacy stuff. This has some weight to it, so I'm assuming they put 4 of my other films in here, I'm assuming. But here it is, guys, and I cannot be more fucking happy about this right here. Oh, I could go on for days about these movies. But here we go, guys. Here is the box set for the films of Rudy Ray Moore. Guys, I will tell you, the 4 films that goes inside this box is Dolomite, The Human Tornado, P.D. Wheatstraw, and Disco Godfather. I do know, I know Pop's Movie Dungeon, he made a little bit of a mistake. I think he was just on the fly there. He knew about the 3 Dolomite films there, but I think he said that it was the other film that goes in there is the Candy Tangerine Man. And I think Brian Goes Blue was another one who said that that film also goes in this box. I will tell you, fellas, if you are watching, I assure you that's not the case. You can look at your box right there, and they label them out right there of what titles go in there. And that is Dolomite, The Human Tornado, P.D. Wheatstraw, and Disco Godfather. Very glad to get this box. Guys, I will crack it open right quick because something feels like there is in there. I'm assuming... Oh, they just put my replacement cases in there that I ordered. I did order quite a few of these, I would probably say. Let me look through them right quick just to be on the safe side. There's one that I already showed you. There's 2 double disc now. 3 double disc. 4. And 5 double disc. So had to, that was cool. They put those in there for to protect the box like that, and everything, just to make sure it wasn't hollow or anything. But yeah, guys, there's a 5 altogether right there of the double disc. I do have a few more down here, I think, for the single disc. But let's go over this box just a little bit right here. I will put that back on if I know what the hell I'm doing. Vinegar Syndrome does such a great fucking job with these boxes. And guys, I will tell you that I already own, I'll set that down right there. I already own Dolomite, The Human Tornado, P.D. Wheatstraw, and of course, Disco Godfather right there. Had those sitting on the shelf right there. So Vinegar Syndrome finally did announce, because this was predicted after they kind of threw out a couple little hints. As soon as I saw the image for this thing right here, and I was like, wow, they're actually going to fucking put out a box so we can put all of our Rudy Ray Moore films that they've released so far inside that box. That was a dream come true. I would tell anybody who has not watched these movies, or if you don't own them, after you don't watch this fucking video, stop, or stop this video, go watch them. They're fucking great movies. I will tell you right now, probably without a company like Vinegar Syndrome, you would never be able to see these movies presented the way they look. They look fucking great. Great special features. Whole 9 yards. I have talked about those movies now for the past couple of years. That is some of my favorite movies right there. I know that's part of what they call the Blaxploitation genre, but I'll tell you, those are just good films in general, no matter what genre it is. You can have a lot of fun with those. You can pop open a few fucking beers, sit back, watch those, have a great laugh. The story sometimes is just bizarre and crazy. I will tell you, P.D. Wheatstraw is a fucking bizarre movie with a storyline that's just far fucking fetched, but it is so much fun. Um, yeah, guys, I will tell you that I love the hell out of that right there. That is great. Here's the back art right there. Yeah, I first was introduced to Rudy Ray Moore, and it wasn't through Dolomite. He made a movie decades later, after the Dolomite movies, where he played in a movie that the Insane Clown Posse had put out called Big Money Hustlers, which I have the DVD. It's just over there somewhere. But they actually paid him to be a special guest in their movie. And that was my first time ever seeing who Rudy Ray Moore was. So just this fucking just smooth pimpedelic motherfucker with kung fu moves. I mean, that's just basically what it is. Some of the greatest shit right here. Super glad to have the box. Super glad. And I dig the artwork. I saw a couple of different people unbox this and kind of complain about it, but I will say that just goes perfectly. I mean, that blend and that taste goes perfectly with the movies right there. So, love the hell out of that. So, guys, while we got this right here, I'm going to pop the top off of it. I will tell you, too, Vinegar Syndrome does such a great fucking job with their box sets, too. These things are thick as hell. Like, they actually, even when they're empty, they got a little bit of weight to them just because the material that they use is so thick. It's really durable shit, and you can't beat that. That is great. Love that. I don't know if anybody noticed this or not, but, you know, we've been getting these box sets like this style right here from Arrow Video for a couple of years. I'm not sure. I can't be for certain, but I would believe something like the Amityville Curse Collection was one of the first box sets we got that kind of had that pull top like that. Then you look in there and the films are in there. So it's kind of weird to see Arrow Video kind of copy that style for one of their releases over there. I'm sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. That's the, what is that, the Damien box set over there. When I got that from Arrow Video, I was like, wow, I think they kind of took a note from Vinegar Syndrome because the exact same style setup with the pull top, the fucking thickness of the box, the ring. And like I said, guys, that's some good thick stuff right there. So you're not buying like this ain't some flimsy shit like you're going to fucking have to worry about, you know, if you put a little pressure on it, you're going to crease it. This ain't no Mill Creek shit right here. This is some good shit. So, guys, let's go ahead and throw those in there. That is Dolomite, Human Tornado, P.D. Wheatstraw, and Disco Godfather. We're going to take those rascals, pop them down right in there. What a nice snazzy box to hold it all together. I fucking love it. So from now on, when I come back here to fucking watch one of these movies, it's nothing just to grab this whole fucking box set and just tear right into it and get into just do a fucking marathon right here. It says VS-113 box right there on the side, if you guys can see that. I will tell you, you had some options during the sale. If you already had all 4 of the films, like I did, they'd sell you just the box by itself, and that's the route I went. I bought the box by itself for $15. If you didn't have none of the films, and you wanted the films plus the box, I believe it was, I want to say it was $70. And I will tell you right now, even in the sale, those movies usually cost about $15 a pop. So there's 4 of them, that's $60. And you're basically paying $10 for the box. The box itself costs $15. So if you had none of these, and you went ahead and you just splurged on it, you got the box and all 4 films with it, and it showed up at your fucking house, and now you got the whole set, you have made a very wise purchase for your collection. I will tell you that right now. And if you have, please hit me up in the comment section below. I cannot tell you enough good shit about these movies right here. I will try not to drool all over this thing. I don't want to set it down. It's some great shit right here, man. This is a collector's wet dream. The only thing I could say that can make this any better was if, when Vinegar Syndrome made this, they decided to compile a book to also place inside the box, detailing maybe some write-ups, maybe some reviews from critics, maybe have a historian go over some detail for all 4 of the films. That's the only thing that would have made this better. But I'm very happy the way it sits right now. So, good fucking job, Vinegar Syndrome. I dig the hell out of that. That's probably going to be my favorite piece right here, out of the box. For this haul, even though it was just an empty box. That is great. Got to turn 4 individual releases into a full box set. So what a great fucking opportunity. You know, let Vinegar Syndrome keep doing that practice too, because that right there is totally worth it. So, like I said, guys, if you were a person, you're watching this and you are a person who was like, fuck it, I'll spend the $70 and take a blind buy on this. You got all 4 of the films plus this box for $70. You yourself got what I would say an amazing fucking deal. So you can take that to the bank, because I mean every single word of that right there. I mean, you know what? Not to mention, they've also kind of, Vinegar Syndrome is another company which I have a lot of respect for, especially when it comes to that genre of Blaxploitation films. Not only have they released the Dolomite films, Disco Godfather, you got Welcome Home Brother Charles with MMA, you got the Penitentiary films 1 and 2, the Candy Tangerine Man, shit, I'm trying to think. I think that might be about it. I know on the Candy Tangerine Man there is a bonus film on there. I will look at it right quick so I'm not lying to you guys. I know we're getting a little sidetracked right here, but there is the release right there for Welcome Home Brother Charles with a bonus movie to match, MMA. The Candy Tangerine Man, of course, the bonus movie on that is Lady Coco. And, of course, I'll show you these two right here, guys. I just recently got these during the halfway to Black Friday sale, but that is Penitentiary 1 and Penitentiary 2. So I literally got these things for like $15 a piece during that last sale, and it was just great to expand my Blaxploitation genre and Vinegar Syndrome collection with that right there. Other labels, Scream Factory and Eureka also put out the Blackula films, which is Blackula and Scream Blackula Scream. Amazing jobs on those. Shit, I'm trying to think. Arrow Video, which I always have to fucking praise whenever it comes to that genre film. We got movies like Sheba Baby, Black Mama, White Mama. We got Foxy Brown. Shit, what was the other one I just picked up too with Foxy Brown? I think that was, oh, Jesus Christ. Think, Johnny, think. There was another one in there I just can't think of. Coffee. That was the other one. So, always glad to check out those movies. I'm a huge fan of those, and it's hard not to appreciate that genre of film right there, that's for sure. So, guys, it's just an empty bag. I'll throw that off to the side right there. Alright, guys, we'll get this one out of the way as well. Let's see what we got here. Guys, here's 3 more of those empty cases right here. I'm just going to take a look at them right quick. Did I order that many doubles? Huh, maybe I did. Alright, so that makes 6 double disc cases. 7 double disc cases. I ordered some singles. Was that 7? And there, okay, there's the single right there, because I know I have a release that's in a blue case that is a 1 disc one. I'm just trying to fucking think what it was, because there was a reason I ordered this. There's Madman Frightmare. Those are both double disc. Shit. There's a reason I ordered it, though. I think I got this as a replacement because one of my things is cracked on the side right there. So, yeah, guys, just to get that out of the way right there. What is that? 2, 4, 6. There's 7 double disc cases and plus a single disc case right here. I will tell you guys, to get these replacement cases, they are, I think they're $3 a piece. I know Severin is $3.50 a piece for those black cases, but I think Vinegar Syndrome right here, if I'm not mistaken, they're $3 a piece. So I went ahead and got these just to replace whatever blue cases I've already got over there, to get those things out of my collection, have my stuff in unison, make it look very good. So got those. We'll set those off to the side. Here's one I picked up right here, guys, for $15. I've been eluding this one for no reason. I just I keep buying a bunch of shit during these sales, and this one just always kind of gets weeded out a little bit, I would say. Don't know a whole lot about it, but I went ahead and grabbed it since I think this was $15 if I'm not mistaken. But that is Death Machines. Let's see what we got, guys. That's 1976, 93 minutes. Guys, this is all region A, B, and C, so you're good to go. I probably should have said something about those Dolomite movies, but trust me, it's not hard to look on their website to see what you got going on there, especially if you don't have a region-free player. Guys, I will tell you, there's a good chunk of fucking special features, which is no surprise when it comes to Vinegar Syndrome. This is directed by Paul Chirazzi. I'm trying to look at the names on the back of this just to see if there's anybody I recognize, and unfortunately there isn't. But guys, I will hold that up right there for you. Maybe you can see that, get it framed up, pause it if you need to. Like I said, guys, there's a special feature list right there. But that is Death Machines, and guys, this is VS 143. Come a little bit later on, which, I mean, it's been a couple years now, so. But yeah, glad to add this to the collection finally. It looks like Vinegar Syndrome released this in 2016. For the older releases, I should say too as well, especially when it comes to these, you take the cellophane off and pop them open. Vinegar Syndrome was always including the DVD with the Blu-ray in there, so all their older releases would get the 2-disc treatment with the DVD in there as well. I can't exactly recall right off the top of my head what was the first release when they started switching over to excluding the DVD out and only putting the Blu-ray in. I think that might have been around somewhere around, I don't know, maybe like the halfway to Black Friday sale of 2020, somewhere around there. Because I remember Blood Games didn't have a DVD with it and stuff like that, I believe. So somewhere around in there. So, you know, if you buy a Vinegar Syndrome release on Blu-ray, you know, maybe previously before 2020, most likely you're going to get a DVD in there with it. I hope that information helps somebody. I would assume that everybody, especially if you collect physical media, why would you not have a Blu-ray player? If you collect physical media, why would you not have a region-free Blu-ray player? It only opens your library up, and you have endless possibilities. You're only restricting yourself by not having it. So yeah, it'd be hard to believe that somebody doesn't have a Blu-ray player who collects physical media. So yeah. But yeah, the DVD's in there as well. Let's move on, guys. Alright, guys. I got a little token right here in the bag in the bottom. I went ahead and bought this too, just as kind of it was just to have fun with right here. They actually did make a pin for the Black Friday sale for this year right here. And it says Vinegar Syndrome Black Friday 2021. This is their enamel pin. Guys, I will tell you, I'm not the biggest enamel pin collector, even though for the past couple of months I have bought a lot from Severin because I really dig their stuff. And I do like Vinegar Syndrome stuff too. So when I saw this on there for like $8, I was like, what a nice little, like, it's basically like a remembrance keepsake of the sale. So that's pretty cool right there. So I'll definitely display that on the shelf over there. Probably tack it up on there or something. But yeah, it's a cool little pin though for $8. Can't really go wrong with that. I wish it'd been a little bit bigger, but hey, it's all right though. Got the job done, so I dig it. All right, guys. Next up right here, I went ahead and bought one of these because I think it was the halfway to Black Friday sale. Cody told me that he had ordered one and he dug the hell out of it. So I was like, hey, I think it's only like $3 or $4. I think it was $4. I went ahead and threw one in my box just for the hell of it, and that is the Vinegar Syndrome logo car air freshener. So I do plan on taking this bad boy right here, and I'll put it in the car. And yeah, like I said, guys, it was like $4, I think. Let's see. Looks like vanilla scented, I would say. It says vanilla on the back. So yeah, that's cool little merch. Like I can dig that. I know a lot of people don't really care for shit like this. Like they're like, we're here to get on the website to buy movies. We don't care about your enamel pins or your car air fresheners or your shelf dividers and shit like that. But at least Vinegar Syndrome does give you the option to be like, hey, we do have more to carry other than just movies. So that's pretty cool right there. All right, guys, so we'll go on to the next bag right here. I'll hold that rascal up. Here we go. It looks like we got 2 more bags after this one, so I'll try to keep this kind of simple as much as possible. I should have brought it over here. Unfortunately, I neglected to do so. I just kind of spaced this one out right before I started the video. I bought the Legacy slip for this release during the halfway to Black Friday sale. They sold out of the movie, unfortunately. I don't know how that happened. I went to go buy the combo together, but I couldn't remember if I had the movie or not. It was just one of those moments where I was out somewhere and I was making another order, killing some time, and I wasn't sure whether I had the movie or not. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, whatever. I know I don't have the Legacy slip because they just put it out. So I went ahead and ordered the Legacy slip for like $8. So at least I had that on lockdown. Come to find out, I got home, took a look through my collection. I was like, fuck, I don't even have the movie. Let me get back on there and go ahead and order the fucking movie. I could have literally just ordered them together, but now let me order the movie by itself. And when I got on the Vinegar Syndrome website, they still had plenty of Legacy slips available for this release, but unfortunately they sold out of the movie. And I was like, fuck, that is none other than Sugar Cookies. So just like Punk Vacation last year, because the same story pretty much kind of happened. At least I got to correct that now. So that is Sugar Cookies right there, and the Legacy slip is over there from the last sale. This is a Troma release. Looks like a 4K scan, 185:1 aspect ratio. This is from 1971, 91 minutes color. Guys, I'm trying to look for the best that I can see back here. I just don't see a region stamp on it. So, not really sure. This was released in 2014. It says VS-number 43BD. So, yeah, this is pretty early on in the Vinegar Syndrome line right here. soft, sweet, and satisfying. I would assume definitely that this is more of a, definitely like of a sexploitation kind of film. I really don't know a whole lot about it. I did look into it just a little bit though. But yeah, I had to get it though, so that way I could put the legacy slip over it, because I now have every legacy slipcover that they have ever released since they started making the slipcovers for prior releases. So I love the fact that you can buy them by themselves. That's just, like I said, guys, if they didn't do that, I wouldn't even bother. So kudos to Vinegar Syndrome for doing that shit. They know how to market their stuff. They know what catches, and they know what's going to sell. So, but yeah, guys, nice little chunk of special features right there on the back. I say nice chunk, but there's a few things there. I want to say, was that a featurette? It says new video interview with producer and co-writer Lloyd Kaufman. So you got that. New video interview with the star Lynn Laurie. Video interview with co-star Mary Warnov. And original theatrical trailers. Mary Warnov. Why does that name sound so familiar? I could have swore I'd run across that name before. But anyway, guys, yeah, that is Sugar Cookies. I believe, I can't remember exactly how much I paid for that. But I think the Legacy Slip was fucking still available. And I could have just, if I know what I know now, I could have just waited and bought this release during this sale instead of buying the slipcover by itself last sale. But hey, people make mistakes, man. I'm sure everybody else, you know, you buy so much shit, it's kind of hard to keep track of it sometimes. So it is what it is. Next up, guys, and this is one that I am genuinely, I'm very excited about. This is one of the last orders that I placed on the Vinegar Syndrome during the Vinegar Syndrome Black Friday sale. Of course, I made about 6 individual orders because, of course, I kept going back in because we can all add to existing order. And that's just such a great fucking marketing ploy that Vinegar Syndrome uses. It works so well for them. It does. It gets suckers like me to get right back on the site and be like, maybe I want to pick 1 or 2 more things out before the sale goes off. Because I am one of those people, I will sit there and I will monitor that sale all weekend to see what's going on, what's selling, look at the limitation numbers, just constantly go down, see what's going on. I went back in there and went ahead and ordered this one right here. I missed out on it a few years ago. I will say I love the slipcover to this one. I've seen it before. I don't have it. That is definitely a beautiful, very unique slipcover that they have for it. But hey, I just want to see the fucking movie. I want to see what I'm in for here. If the slipcover comes later on at a good price or a good trade, that's all great, but I'm not going to pay stupid money for it, that's for sure. But guys, I think I got this one. I think this was $15, but that is Bloodsuckers from Outer Space. I know what you guys are probably thinking, like, really, you're that excited about that fucking movie? I really am. After I looked at the trailer for it, I actually found a couple people on YouTube talking about it, some people that I really respect their opinions, and it was definitely people that could set aside, like, you know, just instead of ripping apart a fucking film just for the fun of it, they found some fun in it. So, can't wait to dig into this, guys. This is all region, 1984, 82 minutes color. A little chunk of special features right there. There's a feature on here just caught my eye right here. It says 34 years later, 50-minute making of documentary. So there you go. I mean, it's just fucking, you get done with the 82 minutes of a movie, you got a whole another 50 minutes to watch. You got a Back to Bloodsucker Town, which is a 15-minute locations featurette. So hour and 5 minutes already between those 2 features. Let's see what we got. It says newly scanned and restored in 2K from the 16mm negative elements. So this was shot on 16mm. There's a commentary track with the writer-director. Let's see. Bloody Arm Rip 101 special effects featurette. It doesn't say how long the featurette is. So, hey, it's there. And Stills Gallery featuring over 100 images from the director's personal collection. That's fucking nice. I know a lot of people don't care for still galleries, but hey, there's some great releases, especially like Dawn of the Dead and Night of the Living Dead, where George Romero has actually provided a lot of photos from on the set for those days of shooting those films. And I look at them once in a while, and I'm just like, wow, looks like they had a lot of fun. Gives me a different perspective of that movie. Reversible cover artwork. So yeah, guys, I'll hold that up on the back instead of just sitting here drooling over it and looking at it. Sorry, you guys know I get a little bit fucking excited whenever it comes to this really just balls to the wall, cheesy kind of looking shit. And I mean, just looking at that cover right there, guys, you can already tell. I read the synopsis for this thing, watched the trailer, and I was like, how did I not already have this in my cart long ago to buy it during a sale? So, hey, made up for that now. Like I said, guys, got it for $15, you know. $15 is a lot better than $25, so I went ahead and jumped on it. All right, guys, so we're going to keep going here. Very excited about that, though. Very excited. I think I told was doing I was doing a video with Pop's Movie Dungeon and Brian Goes Blue. We were doing a YouTube video one night where we were live, and I was kind of asking the other fellas what they were most excited about. You know, what's that one thing in the box from their order that they're very excited about getting? And that was one of the two things I could really think of off the top of my head, where I was just like, I really am excited for that. And I'm sure a lot of people was just like, what kind of guy is this? All right, guys. Next up, right here. This I'm very glad to get this right here. This was this was on the Vinegar Syndrome website, literally only just for a couple hours, and it fucking sold out. I was watching. Let me give a huge shout out to Master Chaos. I was watching him. He had his buddy on there with him. They were live. Even Brother Chaos even jumped in there and joined us there for a little bit. We went for about 6 or 7 hours. I was watching him just do his live stream. He did such a great job covering both Severin and Vinegar Syndrome, going over the titles that was on sale, some of the best prices, the best releases, all that good stuff. And here's one that he got to right here, and the numbers were just going down so fucking fast. I was like, you know what? It's got Linda Blair in it. It's a Wes Craven film. I'd never even seen that movie, and I don't even know if I'm going to get a chance to even get this fucking movie again. Who knows? Like, I understand they do sell it on another website without a slipcover, but what's to say I'm going to go over and be able to get that movie months later, or end up forgetting about it and go back later and it not be available. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger on it. I do not believe this was a sale price. I think it was full retail, but hey, I just went ahead and grabbed it. Glad I got it in my hands, but guys, that is Summer of Fear. I do believe that this is a made-for-TV film. I could be mistaken, but I do know for a fact that this is a Wes Craven film. When it comes to Wes Craven, I've seen a ton of his films, but there's still, it just goes to surprise me that there's some of these big directors that I've always really admired and loved, such as Wes Craven. And I'll go to look at their filmography and I'll see a name of a movie I've never seen before, and I'm just like, wow, I've never seen that before. How the fuck did that slip by me? There's one example right there, Summer of Fear. Guys, there's the back of the slipcover right there. That is pretty plain Jane, but hey, it is what it is. I do know this is not a Vinegar Syndrome release. Vinegar Syndrome just, I think this is a not a sub-label, but a partner label that sells their products on Vinegar Syndrome's website. I think Vinegar Syndrome, of course, just gives their release slipcovers, I would say. I'm not really sure on that neither, guys, because as soon as the sub-labels have now started, I've kind of really don't know a whole lot about the sub-labels. You know, it's already a job. It's already a good bit of work just to keep up with what Vinegar Syndrome's putting out themselves, and plus all the other boutique labels. But guys, there's the cover right there. I dig that artwork right there. I do believe if you do buy this movie from, I guess that's Doppelganger who put out this film. Doppelganger Releasing, I'm assuming, is the company right there. If you do buy the film, you do get this release. So if you ain't worried about that slipcover, ain't no big deal. You can still get I'm sure you can still get the release, but I just didn't want to risk it and take the chance and miss out on it. It was it wasn't only that before I miss out mentality that made me jump on it. It was just because Master Chaos was constantly checking the numbers. I was watching him myself and just watching the numbers plummet, and they were like, look, holy shit, they just put it up on the fucking website when the sale started. And I think it's only limited to 2,000, I think. It might have been, yeah, like 2,000, 3,000. And it fucking sold out, like, immediately. I do believe that this thing even went just a little bit after midnight. So, I think, no, a little bit after about 2 a.m. I think it lasted maybe 2 or 3 hours on the website, at most. But yeah, guys, this is from Doppelganger Releasing, PG-13. I'm trying to look. Vinegar Syndrome makes it so easy with their stuff. This is 4:3 Academy ratio. Running time 92 minutes. The English is 2.0 DTS audio. Guys, I'm trying to look, but they didn't kind of make this real easy with the run times or nothing. Bonus features. We got a feature audio commentary by Wes Craven, exclusive new interview with Linda Blair, photo and poster gallery, and the original 1978 trailer. So, hey, there's something to go on right there. You got a commentary, you got an interview, photo and poster gallery, and a trailer. So hey, there's something there. It's not, it's not nothing. I would assume that Doppelganger's probably had this release out for a few years. It looks like it says it's stamped right there for 2017, but I can't be for certain, guys. And I'm trying to the best of my ability to see exactly when this movie was released. you know, actually made its debut, but I just don't see a year date on it, guys. So you'll have to forgive me for that. And I don't even see a fucking region stamp on the back of this. So they are a little vague with their releases, I would have to say, compared to especially somebody like Vinegar Syndrome. But that is Doppelganger releasing, guys. I will hold that up so you guys can take a look at that. I'm not just trying to bleed you guys times. I'm always trying to be as accurate as possible, especially if somebody's watching this and they're definitely interested in it. Always trying to help somebody out with that. But yeah, guys, that is PG-13 right there. This is a Wes Craven film, I assure you. I've never seen. Yeah, not to mention, you know, of course, Linda Blair's in it, and that name alone right there, I guess, probably sells the movie, and that's probably the reason why Wes Craven probably casted her in there for the lead. But I'm very excited to go to check this out, though. Like I said, it was nice too to see how how everybody was so excited about it. You know, of course, everybody knows on the Vinegar Syndrome website, you can look at the title and then click on it. And you can see the availability counter. It'll tell me how many units is left and how fucking fast this thing was selling. I don't think I've ever seen anything sell that fucking fast before on Vinegar Syndrome's website, with the exception of one other thing that's in this box as well. So for this sell haul, I literally landed 2 different titles that was just fucking flying that fast. And it was like, I had just enough time to fucking literally message 2 of my buddies and be like, hey, y'all gotta pick this one up right quick. But it was later on where this one right here, I didn't really know much about it or anything. And Master Chaos was like, Jesus Christ, guys, if we're gonna get this, we better go ahead and get it now, because this fucking thing's not, when we wake up in the morning, this thing's not gonna be on there. Needless, he didn't know that we were going to go for about 6 or 7 hours straight, that's for sure, because this thing was long gone before our video was done. So his video was done. But I will say, Master Chaos, if you're watching, man, that was such a joy, man, to always do to, man. It's been a couple years now, man. Every time the halfway to Black Friday sale or the Black Friday sale comes up, man, I love that you cover Vinegar Syndrome and Severin films. You are definitely one of the reasons why I have blindly bought a fair amount of titles from both companies. It's always nice to see how excited you get about something too as well. We have some similar tastes on some things. Of course, we definitely don't agree on some things for some films. You like some shit, you dislike some shit that I really like. But hey, that's just, you know, it's subjective at the end of the day. But I always do enjoy it, man. It's such a fucking treat, man. I had my night planned. I knew you was about to come on live. I literally just got like a little cooler ready with all my booze in it and just sat in the fucking living room. I was just sitting there just tossing a few beers back, just eating up the whole night, man. So I appreciate you for that, man, and every time you do it. So not to mention the content for your channel, and a huge shout out, man, to your boy there that was there with us the whole time, man, and Brother Chaos as well. What a great addition to the Master Chaos channel. I couldn't praise that fucking channel anymore, man. I love the hell out of it, man. Got a lot of great YouTubers. Got a great fucking community, not to mention that. Great friends. I got to make another video of a fucking box. Anthony Ball, none of the Master of the 80s, fucking sent me. Just super fucking sweet guy, man. Feel very blessed to be a part of this community. Made great friends and people I talk to every day. I cherish the hell out of that shit. Alright, guys, so we're going to go for this one next. I just did that Summer of Fear, doing that whole ramble about how fast that sold. Well, let me show you this one right here. This was already on the low stock alert. It was already a warning up front. I knew going on that website, this was going to be one of the first ones I looked at just to see the availability. When I saw how fast it was fucking selling, I had to message fucking Cody and Alan, who I know both love the hell out of Westerns. And I was like, we got to jump on this fucking fast because it's about to go. Thankfully, Cody got his locked in, good to go. Alan, it was literally down to the last couple of seconds. I think they maybe had like 5 left when he placed his order. He placed his order, refreshed the fucking page, and it said sold out. Guys, that is none other than the release of Deadlock. I will say right here, I'm trying to think, this weird fucking label who released this, Subculture. Yeah, guys, this fucking thing moved fast as shit. This thing right here sold out so quick. It was just within minutes of the site going live. I can't recall exactly how many they had left for availability, but holy shit, it was like, I think it was maybe 300-400. Those motherfuckers went less than 20 minutes. I guarantee it. So yeah, I was very thankful to get on there and tell Cody and Alan to jump on it. Cody messaged me earlier today and was like, man, like, fucking thank you so much for the heads up. I would not have that sitting here on the fucking shelf, man, unless you would have gave me the heads up on it, and everything. You know, it's one of those things where, you know, it's a partner label. and a lot of us hasn't really caught on. I'm one, just like a lot of other people, who hasn't caught on to what the partner labels have to offer. You know, it's already a challenge enough to set aside enough finances just to get the Vinegar Syndrome label stuff that we want. It is a great thing, though. I do like seeing that Vinegar Syndrome is reaching out and let other labels come in. And not only that, but Vinegar Syndrome is actually helping them out with their releases and helping them out with the style of their releases. So it's just great all the fucking way around. But yeah, guys, I wanted to fill you on that right quick. I hate to drag that information out so much, but I'm very excited for this one right here. This does say SKUSA-001, so I'm not sure. I would assume that's Subculture's first release right there. I don't know if that's just a serial number that's representing their first release through Vinegar Syndrome. I don't know anything about their company, guys, so I couldn't tell you jack shit. But I will show you that. That is a beautiful slipcover. It is nice, good, and thick, just like the Vinegar Syndrome was. The Vinegar Syndrome slipcovers. I'll show you that right there, and I'll show you the back. Guys, I am a huge fucking spaghetti western fan. I love westerns just in general. Like Master Chaos said, while we were doing the sell live that night, he made a comment that I could not agree any more on. And he said, even if you watch a spaghetti western genre film and it's not a great film, it still isn't a bad film, because they all have something to offer. Whether it's the scenery, the fucking script, the story of it, your characters, whatever. That genre is just fucking so special. It's a sad thing that I see a lot of people who are collecting only just the 80s stuff, you know, the very popular 80s films for just this retro collection kind of vibe stuff. It's a shame that these people are not even really taking a look at some of this stuff. Arrow Video, Kino has done a great job with some of these releases. Grindhouse Releasing, man, with a big gun down. I will tell you this right now, too. Eureka putting out that... The Great Escape. That's not The Great Escape. Jesus Christ, what am I thinking about? The Great Silence. Fucking great. I love every bit of it. That's one of those things where it's just like, you go look at the price tag of it and it's like, whatever the fuck it is, I'm getting it. It don't matter, because it's worth every penny. That's the shit that I really get excited about buying. Arrow Video putting out those box sets too. I'm trying to think of it off the top of my head. The Western Trials box set, that Sartana set, which unfortunately I haven't got to yet. Major Dundee. I mean, just endless stuff that's coming out that's just fucking great. And from what I'm seeing is in 2022, guys, I saw what 88 Films and Arrow Video has already put up, just their little abbreviations for the upcoming year. There is definitely some Western films that's kind of been hinted, so I'm hoping those all come true into fruition. I hope they do a great job with the releases, because I'll be number one to fucking buy them. So, guys, that is Deadlock right there. I hate to keep ranting on and on. I'm just killing everybody's time. You do take this out. I will say this is in a nice fucking case. I really like that case. Kind of reminds me of the Criterion cases. Clear case. That. Oh, my God. That artwork is great right there. Guys, even if you could buy this film still now and you don't get the slipcover, it is what it is. It's just a fucking slipcover. Guys, that artwork alone right there. I prefer that artwork right there better than I prefer that artwork. I know a lot of slipcover collectors who just fucking jizz all over those things are probably listening to me going, what the fuck? But I love the hell out of that right there. If they had a poster for that shit inside the box of this right here, that'd just be a great little piece. It does say limited collector's edition. Roland Clicks Deadlock. Anthony Dawson. Mario Adorf. Guys, let me see what I can find out about this thing. Running time 93 minutes. Audio is in English and German. Subtitles also English and German. Looks like there's an ultra. Oh shit, that's right. This is a 4K release. I completely forgot about that. It says Ultra HD Blu-ray picture 166:1 aspect ratio. Runs of course HDR10 2160 pixels. Blu-ray is picture 166:1 1080p. So guys, you got a 4K UHD disc in there, and also a Blu-ray. And I will tell you right now, even with that Blu-ray being in there, because we all know the 4K discs are automatically all region anyway, the Blu-ray that's also in there, guys, is all region. So if you don't have a 4K player yet, you're interested in this, why the fuck not? They gave you the Blu-ray in there as well for it, and it's all region. So yeah, goddamn, I'm super excited for this. Fuck, man. Me and Cody's going to have to jump on this really quick and watch this. I know Alan got his copy too, so it's time to have a boys' night with this right here. I know Alan loves the hell out of some goddamn westerns too. Guys, it looks like, I'm thinking this is from 1970 if I'm not mistaken. It does say Germany 1970 at the bottom right there where you see the credits right there. So I'm assuming it's from 1970. Yeah, guys, that is real fucking nice. I'm trying to look in the case, guys. I don't have the best light back here. I'm just seeing if they included like a booklet or something. I don't think there is. And it doesn't even look like there's a swing tray in there. They might have not stacked the disc, but kind of did, kind of like how Blue Underground did with their 3 disc sets. But yeah, guys, I'm super fucking glad to have landed that one right there. But like I said, guys, don't let that slipcover be. You know, if you're interested in that, don't let that slipcover be the defining reason of why you purchase it or not. Fucking, because I'm telling you right there, even if that would have sold out and I bought it and I'd have got this in my fucking hands, I'd have been just fine with it. Hey, slipcover's a nice touch and everything, but hey, that slipcover does not change the fact of what you get on that disc and what you don't get. So, guys, that is Deadlock. That is the 2 right there. That was just, couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe how fast those fucking sold. Those, I know this was already released before. This was already released too as well from a different label. But to see the remaining units of this, of how fast it fucking went, was almost unreal. And to see how fast this one went, I think they started out with 2,000 units, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been limited to 1,000, since this is a sub-label, and Vinegar Syndrome just did the slipcover for it, and this release has probably been out since 2017. But to see how fast this fucking thing moved was just as unbelievable. To sell 2,000 units that fast is like, holy shit. But like I said, I think it was 1,000. Even it being 1,000 units. Even if it would have just been 500 units of this right here on the site, to see 500 units of this go, 500 copies of this right here go in like 2 hours, that's like, holy shit, man. Like, Vinegar Syndrome definitely has some traffic on their website. And I think this was limited to 1, if I'm not mistaken. So, guys, I'm not trying to bore you with all that, but I'm just trying to be thorough as much as possible. All right, guys, I think this is the last one for this bag right here. I think we got an empty bag. We do. We're getting there, guys. All right, guys, I think, who was this from? Gunpowder and Sky. I have seen this film. I dug the hell out of it. I know a lot of people trashed the fuck out of this movie, but I dig the hell out of it. And that is summer of '84 right there. I do know when you open up the release of this, there is like a foldable milk carton that you can put together, which is this fucking little cool little piece of swag they put in there. That's always a great idea. On the back, of course, is just the damaged blinds right there from where he was looking out the window with the binoculars. Spine right there of it. They got the label on there. Cool deal. So it's kind of like, it's definitely kind of like the slipcover, the editions from Vinegar Syndrome of like Scanner Cop, which is not as thick as those, but like Scanner Cop, the Cardona collection, Ticks. It's kind of in that same style where you got this little tab right here on the side. You just take it, you pull it, and the movie comes right out of the case. And that is a very thick box too. I expected nothing less too. Guys, great fucking artwork. Look at that. You cannot help but admire that. Even the back, just which one do you pick and go for? I would say I like the first one just a little bit better, but I love the wear and tear right there on that color of red. But of course, you know, they did also put the retro kind of the worn wear and tear on the sides right there in the corners of that right there. That shit is great, man. A film by RKSS. Don't even know if that's a word. Let's see. Every serial killer lives next door to someone. All right, guys. So we'll take this right here. We'll pull it right out. This is a 4K UHD release right here. It also has a Blu-ray disc in there. I'll go over it just a little bit more thoroughly. I do believe that, of course, you get this side of the wrap right here. I think it might have a reverse wrap where you flip it, and it might be that right there. I can't be for certain, though. So, let's see what we got, guys. This film was released in 2018. It's 105 minutes, 239 to 1 widescreen aspect ratio, 5.1 surround sound, color, of course, 4K HDR, Ultra HD, and, of course, there is the Blu-ray symbol because there is a Blu-ray disc in there. I would assume, don't quote me on this, but I would assume that you get the 4K UHD disc of the film, and also the Blu-ray disc is a Blu-ray disc of the film. I wouldn't assume that the 4K is the movie and then the Blu-ray is the special features. We know that a lot of major production studio 4K releases that keep coming out is like that. Got a good chunk of special features right there. I'm not going to go over all that, guys. I want to save a little bit of time. I will flip it over on the back, guys. If you do, feel free, and you can actually see that without too much of a glare. Please feel free to pause it. and read it for yourself right there. But yeah, guys, I don't think this was marked down for the sale. I think this was full retail price, if I'm not mistaken. But I was glad to get this one. I also bought another one from, what is that? Yeah, Gunpowder and Sky. What number is this right here? It says GS-004. So this is their 4th release, I'm assuming, through partnering with Vinegar Syndrome right there. So glad to get that one. We're going to keep going, guys. Next up, guys, just like Death Machines, this is another one. Fucking $15 during the sale. It's been in countless sales now. I have put this movie in my cart numerous times. For some reason, I end up making these really big lists and all this shit, and for some reason, it just never comes to fruition with me ordering it. So I could definitely say I definitely changed that up a little bit. Like I said, guys, not sugar cookies, but I will tell you, I kind of did work on that a little bit, so I'm a little proud of myself. Not sugar cookies, like I said, but those two right there already showed. Those were two right there that I've been meaning to pick up for a while right there. Just never pulled the trigger on them for whatever reason. And here's another one that's the same fucking story, but hey, $15 later, and I got it. And guys, that is Death Row Game Show. I do know a lot of people has been asking for the slip, for Vinegar Syndrome to make a legacy slip for this one as well as Madman. Who knows? You know, I'm sure it'll come to fruition. Vinegar Syndrome knows that those fucking slipcovers, they sell so good for them and everything. And then if they make a slipcover for it, of course, they're going to turn around and sell a lot of units of the movie that's just sitting in the warehouse they haven't sold. And it helps sales. All right, guys, Death Row Game Show. This is from 1988, 81 minutes. Color, 185:1, aspect ratio, widescreen. Guys, this is all region. And, of course, since this is older release from Vinegar Syndrome prior to 2020, you also get a region-free Blu-ray disc of the film, so you're good across the pond, and you also get a DVD in there as well. Guys, there is a good fucking bit of special features on this, and it's just crazy to see these off-the-wall, crazy films that a lot of people's never seen with that much care and treatment being given to it. We get a scan and restored in 2K from 35mm original camera negative, commentary track, guys, Jesus Christ, revisiting Death Row Game Show, a 32-minute making of documentary, 2015 director's cut of Death Row Game Show, so apparently there's a different cut of the film right there in the special features. Multiple director introductions, two short films directed by Mark Piero, which I believe is the director, if I'm not mistaken, which it is. So you get two of his short films as well in here, which is Buns, 1978, and The Spy Who Did It Better from 1979. So yeah, guys, I'm going to flip this over on the back so you guys can take a better look at it. Please feel free to pause. Love the hell out of that cover artwork. Like I said, guys, don't ask me why I put this in the cart numerous times and took it out. For whatever reasons, I've done that, but hey, I made up for it now. So like I said, guys, there's three of them already that I definitely changed that up for. So, guys, I will tell you that these two releases right here, I do know for a fact that when they originally released these, and even now, they do not have a slipcover for them. This, however, Bloodsuckers from Outer Space does have a slipcover, although it sells for fucking crazy money, even just the slipcover by itself on eBay, and I'll never pay those prices. So, if anybody out there has a slipcover for this one right here, because I do dig the artwork for it, you know, if you do want to trade something for it, or you're, you know, looking not to fucking, you know, charge me a kidney for it, I'm more than happy to make a deal with you. But, you know, let me take a look at the movie first. Let me watch it. If I don't give a fuck about the movie, I'm not going to chase the slipcover, so that's for sure. Like I said, guys, that slipcover game is just getting to the fucking point where I'm sorry, it's just becoming unfun. But, you know, if I can get one for it, I dig the hell out of the movie. That's another story. All right, here we go, guys. Here's another one of those Gunpowder and Sky. I think this is Gunpowder and Sky. Yeah, Gunpowder and Sky films. This is GS-001. I'm assuming this is their very first release, partnering with Vinegar Syndrome. Like I said, guys, summer of '84 is GS-004, so that's the fourth release. So here's the first one. Guys, that is Prospect. I know a lot of people hopped on this. I think this was announced during the halfway to Black Friday sale. If I'm not mistaken, could have been the Black Friday sale from 2020 for all I know. I can't be for certain, though, so don't take my word for it. But this is Prospect. I know this is a newer film right here. I did see this when it came available to watch on Vudu. I think you had to rent it or something like that. I do know this is a 4K. So guys, yeah, I'll slip that out there. Well, you know what? Let me actually show the fucking thing first. There's a side right there. Let me see. It says dust. Then GS001. So yeah, guys, let me slip that out there for you right there. Beautiful artwork on that slipcover. That's a lot of detail going right there. Even just looking at it from the screen, that is, wow. All right. No one survives alone. Prospect. And guys, here's the opposite side of that slipcover. Let's see. It's got the actor's name right there. I thought there was like some little tagline there, but it's not. Pull that out right there. Of course, like I said, guys, it's a 4K UHD disc. There's also a Blu-ray symbol in here, so of course, just like Summer of '84, I would assume there's also a Blu-ray disc in there that has the film on it as well. This is what the standalone Star Wars movies should feel like. Guys, a big chunk of special features. This film was from 2018, 98 minutes, 5.1 surround sound, color, 4K, HDR, Ultra HD, Blu-ray, and a Blu-ray as well as in there. So yeah, guys, I'll try to flip that over on the back. However, the cellophane, it's not the actual, the case or anything like that. It's the cellophane. It's kind of got like this little rub wear on it right there, so I don't know how good that's going to pop up for you guys. And that lettering is kind of dark, but you can definitely see the special features right there. So yeah, guys, that is Subculture and Sky's very first release with Vinegar Syndrome, and that is Prospect. Guys, once again, I don't think this one either was marked down. I can't be for certain, guys. I think these might have been 35 bucks a pop. Both of these right here. So, I just went ahead and grabbed them, though. I definitely want to check them out. I already seen this movie before. I dug the hell out of it. So, that was nice to grab that one right there. But Prospect I've never seen. They did send me this right here, which is, I'm assuming, I've seen a lot of people get this with the release of Prospect, but it looks like there's, yeah, it says 11 collectible movie photo cards in full color. So they give you like this little card pack right here from the award-winning motion picture. Nothing on the back, just plain, but yeah, it's got the image right there on the front. I'll show that to you guys right there. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's little. You know, they didn't have to do that, so it's kind of cool they threw that in there, especially for a fan of the film and stuff like that. That's just always like a little, that's fucking icing on the cake right there. It's like a little fucking cherry on top. It's like, here's something a little fun to go with it. So I dig that. I just noticed this right here, but Vinegar Syndrome actually threw me a sticker in there. I never get free stickers from Vinegar Syndrome. By the time they get to me to fill my order in my box, they've already ran out of all their stickers that they randomly throw in people's boxes. Who place orders with them, but they did actually send me a Vinegar Syndrome sticker. That is fucking awesome. I'm glad to get that. Just saw that just sitting in the bottom of the box, so that's cool. I dig the hell out of that. So, hey, anything that's free is fucking awesome. So I'll put that over there. All right, guys, what are we at? Hour and 7 minutes. I knew this was gonna be a fucking long video. Forgive me, but I'm gonna take a little bit of a break for a sec, please. Feel free to take one yourself. Go get yourself something to drink. Get yourself a snack, whatever. But yeah, guys, I'm telling you, it's been one hell of a year, especially with the Black Friday sales. That was so bizarre to get that huge box in yesterday from Severin Films. Like I said, guys, I think that was like 56, 58 items, something like that. It was so bizarre to get that huge box in from Severin Films yesterday, and the very next day get my fucking box in from Vinegar Syndrome. Now, you're talking about Christmas all at once, and here it is, it's Christmas Eve, and it's like, fucking what better time. So, unfortunately, everything's kind of running kind of crazy, and I don't have a lot of free time to really jump into this shit, open it up, and, you know, start putting disc in the players and really going all out. But hey, this stuff will be sitting right here, and I will return to it very quickly. So, but it's just been a little bit bizarre with the way that happened, guys. Like I said, especially with getting Severin stuff before Vinegar Syndromes, that was a little bizarre too. So I will say the past couple of years that I've been participating in the Vinegar Syndrome sales, the halfway to Black Friday sale and the Black Friday sale, every time I place an order with them, guys, I'm not a subscriber. I never have been. I never ordered like the surprise bundles, neither before the sales start or anything like that. I've never done that. So just being the average customer that gets on their website for every sale and orders a bunch of shit, from the time the sale ends until the time I get my box, it's usually exactly a month or just a couple days shy of a month. Learn to speak, Johnny. So, yeah, man, it's always something great to look forward to. Like I said, guys, I went crazy on the Severin films, both sales this year. Spent a good bit more on them, especially this sale. I did double. Bought a lot more Severin as opposed to Vinegar Syndrome, just because I have a ton of fucking Vinegar Syndrome already. I've been digging into a lot of Severin stuff because I'm really doing my homework on their stuff, and I'm really liking what they have as well. I started out this year, at the beginning of this year, only had like so much of a stack of Severin stuff. And after I got that Euro Crypto Christopher Lee box set, the Santa Sangre, the 4-disc limited edition set, after I got those, yeah, I was in the Tales of the Uncanny limited edition. After I got those, I was like, I really gotta give some attention to this label right here. I want to see what they got to offer. And it was such a treat to get on YouTube and find people, especially like Master Chaos, who really just fucking held my hand, especially when it came to Severin, and walked me along the way. There's a few titles even that he doesn't even care for, that he just, hey, this is fucking complete garbage to me. Somebody else may like it if you like this, that, blah, blah, blah. And I bought them too. And some of the stuff I watched, he may hate it. Some of that shit I actually really like a lot. So, like I said, good, bad is subjective, But he's definitely has. I give him a huge shout out. He's really held my hand along the way, especially when it comes to Severin. I bought some of the most oddball shit, put it in the player, and fell in love with it, being like, how the fuck have I never heard of this before? I can't believe Severin's done had this out now for like 3-4 years, and I haven't even fucking bought it. And here I am all of a sudden coming into the game this late buying it. Still though, it's a fucking treat. I dig the hell out of it. Alright, guys, so next up right here, yeah, this should be the corrected disc, right? Yeah, it is, because I remember they had a problem with this bad boy right here, but hey, at least when mine came, it came with the corrected disc as well, so that's cool. I think Arrow Video as well also released this film right here. This is a sub-label that's on the Vinegar Syndrome website. I think this is called Fun City Editions, if I'm not mistaken, but here it is, guys. That is Walking the Edge right there. And I will tell you right now, I did see the trailer for this. I watched the trailer for this only because I saw my buddy Cody throw this in his cart and buy it. And I was like, you know what? Let me see what he's got going on right there. So I watched the trailer for it and I was digging it. I knew for a fact that Arrow Video already released it as well. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's Arrow Video who released this. And I decided to take a chance with it and go ahead and grab it. So they drove him to the edge. And on the edge, there are no rules. So yeah, guys, that is Walking the Edge right there. I'll show you the back of that. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit here and just stare at myself and drool all over it. Here we go. Coming out of the slipcover right there. Same artwork right there, guys. I will tell you. Looks like it's from 1983, 94 minutes. 185 to 1 aspect ratio. U.S. English. This is a new 4K restoration from its 35mm original camera negative. So, hey. It says, looks like Fun City, says New York Daily News. And yeah, guys, I believe this is Fun City Editions is what FCE stands for. I will hold that up on the back right there. Sorry for that small font, guys. I don't know if that camera is going to pick it up, and especially down there at the bottom, you could barely see any of that. I could barely see it myself holding it up to my face because of the light back here, but it is what it is. But yeah, apparently, I remember when they did release this, this was one of those titles that they quickly, when they released it, they found out there was a problem with it, so they did issue a corrected disc right here. So that's cool. They kept in mind and put that in the box with it, and they fixed whatever the error may be on it. So got that in, so that's pretty cool. So when I do open that rascal up, I will put this one in there. That is the Blu-ray disc. I think this is just a 1-disc set, I would assume. Not really sure. Feels a little heavy. I can't tell if there's like a booklet or something in there. I just can't really tell. I'm trying to hold it up. Actually, guys, it looks like there is a booklet in there. I can see the booklet holder placed and there's something resting against it. I could be wrong, but it looks like there's a booklet in there. So I'm not sure, but very glad that they put in the corrected disc right there. So I'll pop that inside there with inside the slipcover with it, so that way I can fix it later on. That is Walking the Edge. Like I said, guys, I wish I could say something about it. I've never seen it. Kind of really just bought it. Like I said, I watched the trailer, dug the trailer after I see him, especially seeing Cody buy it, and I was like, you know what? He might be on to something, man. Let me see what I got right here. If anything, it's be a movie me and him can watch together. And and take an adventure with it. Hour and 15 minutes. Jesus Christ. All right, guys. Next up, right here. This is one right here I bought right here. This was definitely a Master Chaos recommendation right here. This is. He said this is not only one of his favorite AGFA releases, but it is one of his favorite compilation trailer releases right here. And I'm a sucker for those things. Whether it's the Video Nasties volume, the 2 volumes from Severn Films, the Grindhouse trailers, which Nucleus Films did like 4 volumes of that. Severn has the first volume out through Intervision. I had the Vinegar Syndrome catalog 3 DVD disc set that came with the catalog. I've referenced that so many times and popped it in. Not to mention Umbrella releasing those compilation ones that they have. I don't want to dump everything out here, but I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about when it comes to compilation releases right here. They'll take a bunch of trailers and compile them together. Here's the Delirium releases right here. I do know that Umbrella released this as a really huge box set. I think it was like a 6-disc set. Learn to speak, Johnny. Already had I bought these 3 right here individually because they were just so cheap. I do plan on buying the other 3. I think it's 3 more. Like I said, that's available. I'll scoop those up. I had a lot of fucking fun with those. I think for this one right here, I jumped on this one first right here, and I was having a lot of fun with it. And these things are long. They definitely pack the time in there. So I picked this up right here because, of course, I am a fucking huge fan of looking at old trailers, whether they're old Grindhouse movies, exploitation films, you name it. I love the hell out of that shit. But guys, that is none other than the AGFA horror trailer show right here. Guys, I'll be honest with you, I don't know exactly how limited the slipcover is. I don't know if it's still available or not. You have to look on the website if you're interested in this. Like I said, guys, whether it came with a slipcover or not, wasn't like no deal breaker for me. But listen to Master Chaos say that, hey, I didn't expect much of it, but believe it or not, I bought the motherfucker, popped it in, and it definitely, it basically just fucking enlightens you on what there is out there that you didn't even know existed. So guys, I'll pull that off right there. Jesus Christ, what is that? Wow. But yeah, guys, that is an AGFA release, which does stand for America Genre Film Association. I believe that's what it stands for. I'm sorry, American Genre Film Archive. I was close. Fucking just one word. But anyway, guys, this right here is 80 minutes long. Guys, this is all region right there. As you can see from the back, I'll hold that up so you can see it. A, B, and C right there. It's Blu-ray, of course. Let's see right here, 185 to 1 aspect ratio. Let's see. Looks like AGFA put this out in 2020. Yeah, scanned in 2K from a newly struck 35mm theatrical print. Commentary with the AGFA team, of course. Short. There's a short on here called "Say Goodbye to Your Brain," a found footage horror experiment. So that's pretty cool. There's a bonus movie on here, the AGFA horror trailer show Video Rage. I'm sorry, learn to read. Yeah, the AGFA horror trailer Video Rage, a full-length mixtape celebrating the wildest shot on video and direct-to-video trailers from AGFA's Video Dungeon. Say, fucking, not only after 80 minutes of the trailers you got right there, shit, you probably got a couple hours right there just in special features, so I'm down with that. That's cool. So guys, yeah, I should probably show the spines of this stuff right here. I'm kind of been not really showing that stuff, but sorry guys, getting a little excited about it. But yeah, super glad to pick that up though and grab it. Like I said, guys, if you're one of those slipcover chasers and you want to slipcover with it, I couldn't tell you the availability on it. I just couldn't. I couldn't tell you the availability on it then when I bought it. All right, guys, so not only did I show you those 3 a while ago, that just, for some reason, it got past me for a while, and I just never finalized them in the fucking cart and grabbed them up. But here's another one right here. I did pretty good. I grabbed a handful of ones that I've been meaning to get that I just didn't pull the trigger on. I think at that time I was just kind of, most of the time I was thinking, well, maybe I'll score one for a good price with the slipcover with it. And I'll be honest with you, just don't really give a shit whether I got the slipcover or not for it. I want to see the fucking movie and see what it's got to offer. So here's one right here, guys. And I'll tell you right now, the slipcover for this one right here goes for fucking stupid money. never going to pay it for it. But that is the hearse right here. Heard great things about this movie. I've listened to numerous YouTubers talk about this film, not to mention the trailer, everything I could dig up on it. Got to the point where I think I might have spoiled a good chunk of this shit for myself, but I was trying to do some homework on it. Guys, this is region free right here. Of course, it has the Blu-ray and DVD in there, so like I said, region free, you guys are good. 1980, 99 minutes. Guys, newly scanned and restored in 2K from the 35mm original camera negative. Yeah, we got a few special features on there. Director George Bowers, starring Trish Vanderveer, David, don't even know that name. Let me see. I don't really know anybody else. So I do know that name right there, that Trish Vanderveer. So guys, I will hold this up on the back right there so you can see it. Hopefully that's in frame where you can see it. But that is the hearse. So like I said, guys, I think I did. Granted that I bought a few items that just wasn't really even marked down in the sale. I did pretty good by grabbing me a handful of titles I've been meaning to grab. And got them for like 15 bucks a pop. So hey, there we go right there. Nice little fucking stack of some previous release Vinegar Syndrome releases I've been meaning to grab. And got them in the collection now. Alright guys, next up what we got here. Here's another one. So yeah, this makes it an official handful. To go with those four, here's another one I've been meaning to grab for a while and just never did take the plunge on it, but changed all that now. So here we go, guys. That is Psycho Cop Returns right there. Of course, I'm sure everybody has this movie, knows about it, blah, blah, blah. I'm the last motherfucker on planet Earth to either see this movie or buy a copy of it, whatever. But hey, it is what it is, guys. This is from 1992, 85 minutes. Guys, this is all region, A, B, and C, so you're good. Fucking Blu-ray, DVDs in there. And holy shit at the special features. I just saw one that caught my eye. It says Habeas Corpus is a 43 documentary on the making of Psycho Cop Returns, featuring brand new interviews with a ton of fucking co-star actors, editor, screenwriter, lead actor. So you get done with the fucking 85-minute movie, you got another 43 minutes of one featurette right there. The Victims of Vickers, featurette with special effects artist Mike Tristano. Yeah, reversible cover artwork. So yeah, guys, I'll hold that up so you can see the back of it right there. Maybe you can kind of pause that right quick. Maybe you can see something. Like I said, guys, get done with the movie, you got a nice featurette on there. And man, they got a lot of co-stars right there. That's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 co-stars to do interviews with right there, plus a screenwriter and the lead actor and the fucking director, which is Adam Rifkin. So guys, I'm not sure. I have to take a little, do a little bit more homework on this. I'm not sure if this is like supposed to be somewhere in the same vein of Maniac Cop, which I wouldn't assume, but I have heard people say that, hey, it does say Psycho Cop Returns on there. I just can't remember if there was a Psycho Cop before this, or whether this was a series that continued. I have no idea. If you do know, please hit me up in the comment section. Let me know. Give me a heads up. But yeah, I can say this is the only Psycho Cop that Vinegar Syndrome has in their catalog. So I went ahead and scooped it up, guys. And what better time to grab it for $15? So, yeah, guys, so finally I can do this right here, I think, because that was probably the last one that I did that, going for the back catalog and really getting good deals on it for $15 a pop. So there's 5 right there to add to the collection of previously released Vinegar Syndrome titles I've been meaning to grab, and I got them for 15 bucks a pop. So, hey, by my count right there, that's 75 bucks for 5 Vinegar Syndrome releases right there. That's a steal, especially when you're thinking of retail price, and those are, what's that, like 25 to 28 bucks a pop usually. I mean, I basically, for the price I got them for, I basically bought 3, got 2 free at that point with that sale. So, hey, what a fucking deal right there, guys. So, that is Psycho Cop Returns, Bloodsuckers from Outer Space, Death Machines, of course, Death Row Game Show, and the hearse. So, fucking glad to get those, man. Okay, here we go, guys. Here's one right here. This is another Master Chaos thing right here. He was showing the trailer for this, and I fucking had to have it. This looks so fucking outrageous. Low budget, and just some crazy shit that I've never explored before. I had to have it. This is an AGFA release. Like I said, guys, that's the American Genre Film Archive, not Association. The best of the movies, says Vice. Yeah, I think this is 2 movies. So, guys, here it is right here. This is, I think this was marked down if I'm not mistaken. It might not be. I think I might have paid like 22 bucks for this. But it's got 2 films in it. That's Who Killed Captain Alex plus Bad Black. I will tell you, I watched the trailer for this that Master Chaos was showing on his channel while we were live. As soon as I saw that fucking trailer, I was laughing my ass off. I went straight to the Vinegar Syndrome website, threw that in my cart, and checked out. I had to have it. This is going to be right up my alley. But it does say, what is this? Wakaliwood Super Action Volume 1. I don't even know if there's a Volume 2 or not. I'm going to have to do a little bit more homework. I don't know if Agfa's released that yet or planning on releasing it later down the line. I will be definitely wanting to see a trailer, though, of what they have to offer for Volume 2. So I'm very fucking excited for this. It's shit like this that just makes me go, oh my God. It just gives me a reason to want to go to my living room, crack open a big tall-ass beer, and just sit there and watch some silly shit. But this is AGFA-013 right here. So let's see what we got here, guys. This is the first film right there, which is Who Killed Captain Alex is from 2010, and Bad Black is from 2016. So, hey, relatively new. 132 minutes combined, guys. That's 2 hours and 12 minutes between 2 movies right there. So I would say each film's about 1 hour and 6 minutes, so about 86 minutes a piece. I'm sorry, 66 minutes a piece. Do your math. 133 to 1 aspect ratio. This is all region, guys. It does have a Blu-ray symbol right there, of course, but it also has a DVD symbol. So I would assume that Agfa definitely hooked you up as far as putting the Blu-ray and the DVD in there. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, if you do yourself a favor, if you love some obnoxious, crazy-looking fucking shit, like some really bad kung fu on top of that, with probably like some really outrageous storylines, definitely go look at the trailer for those right there, guys. I will tell you that is Who Killed Captain Alex and Bad Black. Master Chaos showed those on his channel. Like I said, I went immediately to the Vinegar Syndrome page. We was on live that night, 6-7 hours straight. I'd already done had a few beers in me by the time he played this fucking trailer. I was like, that has to be in my collection. So it got put in there. Like I said, guys, I think I paid like 20 or 21, 22 bucks for it, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that, but yeah, guys. Can't wait to fucking pop these in right here. I'm gonna have such a hard decision on what to pop in first. This shit just keeps stacking up. All right, guys, here's another one right here. Literally was watching this about to sell out. There was one left. There was one left on the inventory page of Vinegar Syndrome. I think when the site came back on, they had canceled a couple of orders, of course, due to limitation violations. But this was the last one that was available on the sale that night, and it was after midnight, so it was technically Saturday. And Master Chaos was on there, and he was like, who's going to grab the last one? It was this guy right here. And they even showed him my proof to say, hey, man, fuck it. I bought it, man, because you was like, fuck it, there's only one left. Go for it. And that is Agfa's release of a scary movie. I've heard this is fucking just shit. But you know what? Hey, some people could definitely just call it shit and not like it. For me, it could be a little bit of a different story. You know, we all got different tastes, but this is Agfa-016. This is from 1991, 82 minutes, guys. This is our region, A, B, and C, so you're good to go. This is another one that has the Blu-ray and DVD symbol right there on the back. I'll flip that so you guys can see it. Looks like they got a 2K scan right there. Let's see what we got. Yeah, 2K preservation from the original 16mm camera negative. So it was shot on 16mm. It says Mr. Pumpkin and Little Heroes short films by Daniel Erickson, which I believe is the director. Yeah, director Daniel Erickson, learning to speak. Like I said, guys, it's 82 minutes. Original theatrical teaser trailer and more. So couldn't go over the whole special feature list there with you because it says and more. I'm not sure what that has to offer, but like I said, guys, there was literally one left. Master Chaos had been babysitting the availability on this thing just because it was getting so low down in there. And I know it's a childish thing to do just to grab something just because it's so low down there. But I was just having a lot of fun that night. Had a good buzz going on, having a few beers in me. And I was just, after like buying that and a few other recommendations, I was like, what the hell, man? I think it was like 20 bucks. Like, fuck it, man. It's only got one more left. I don't know if they're going to print them again. And as soon as it got out to the point where there was one more left, I was like, if I get on there and I put it in my cart and I go to check out and it actually goes through, fuck it, that's going to be awesome. But I kind of doubt it. Somebody's probably going to snatch it before I can process the payment, the payment order. Just so happens I clicked pay now and it fucking rang up and it was like, there you go. And of course, Master Chaos, I sent him a message while we was live on YouTube. He went to go back and check the availability and it said sold out. And he was like, son of a bitch, Johnny Walker grabbed the last one of that motherfucker. Alright, guys, so let's see what we got right here. I got 2 more left, guys, so we are almost done. Thank you so much if you have stuck with me now for an hour and 30 minutes, guys, every time I make a video, even though this box is not even nowhere near as big as my Severin Films box. That video yesterday was 2 hours long. I was really fucking excited going through that shit. Couldn't stop talking about it, trying to give as much information as possible, whether it was region free or it was region locked, what year it come out from, what director. Try to be thorough, guys, so I know a lot of people don't have, just all the free time during their day to sit there and watch some asshole in his movie room talk about movies for 2 hours for one fucking video. But guys, I try to be as thorough as possible. If I bore you to death, I'm very fucking sorry. I know I should probably do my videos a lot shorter, but guys, I'll be honest with you, it just wouldn't be that fun for me. I like to try to be as thorough as possible. I don't know if my excitement comes off as much as I genuinely feel while I do these videos, but I can tell you when I get in these boxes and I'm getting into some of this shit, I'm sitting here and I'm just like, wow, I can't wait to fucking dig into this. So I get a little excited about this shit, man. And hey, why not? I'm spending enough money on getting this shit, and I love getting into this shit, whether it's blind buys, films I already know, or something like that. And it's just great to build my own collection with some of this great stuff. It's like building your own private video store. I mean, what a fucking feeling. Alright, guys, next up right here, this is VSP 02. Guys, if I'm not mistaken, VSP stands for Vinegar Syndrome Pictures. I could be wrong on that because I think I have said VSP stood for Vinegar Syndrome Productions before. I believe it stands for Vinegar Syndrome Pictures. Could be wrong on that. I do have their first one over there. I bought myself a copy of that. Bought my good buddy Cody one as well because I just had to buy it for him. So you're going to love the presentation alone of this fucking packaging. And the concept of this film, of how it came to be and how it was completed through Vinegar Syndrome, is a fucking story on its own. That would be a movie of its own, just that. So I got that one over there. I do wish they would have done the number 2, because VSP1, New York Ninja, was done in the same style as like the Beastmaster and Six String Samurai, the VSU box sets. However, when it came to VSP number 2, they did this one a little bit differently. It doesn't have the magnetic clasp that opens up with the big book inside and all that. But even though that being said, this is really fucking presented beautifully. It's just like the I just showed you one. What was that, like Prospect and Summer of '84. Like I told you, Tix is the same way. The Scanner Cop one's the same way. It pulls out from the side with that tab. But guys, this is VSP number 2, which is Censor. I will tell you right now, that is beautiful artwork. I'm trying to get that light to adjust just right on it. Dug into this just a little bit. I didn't want to spoil shit. Did some homework, and I was like, I'm definitely getting that. So, yeah, this is VSP number 2. Like I said, for the 100th time, I will show you the back of that right there, which is a fucking great image. I love the hell out of that. I try to stay away from a lot of like reviews and opinions about this shit because that shit is just loaded with spoilers. And guys, I did pay full retail price for this right here, so I didn't want to like fuck myself over and just somebody just give me every spoiler and just break it for me. So I've tried to stay away from that as much as possible. But here we go, guys. We'll pull this out right here, which I have seen this before. There's like fucking 3 different titles for this for some reason. But here we go right here. The first one, this side of the slipcover right here is Beastman. If you go down to the woods today, you're probably going to die, Beastman. So guys, then you flip it over on the other side, and it's Asunder. So I'm not sure. I'm going to do some homework on this right here after I watch it, of course. But it's kind of weird, though, to take the slipcover out of that release where the box says Censor for the title, and then you got 2 different sides of the slipcover. So not sure what's going on there. It says a Frederick North film. Guys, let's see what we got here. That's the back. So let's go to the front. This is a Blu-ray release right here. Let's see what we got, guys. This is from 2021, 84 minutes, 239 to 1 watch screen aspect ratio. Guys, this is region A locked, however, right there, just to give you a heads up. So you guys across the pond, be a little cautious to that. Let's see. I'm trying to see what I can read over right quick without wasting too much of you guys' time. There is a short film called Nasty, directed by Prano Bailey Bond. Let's see what we got here. There is a 16-page booklet in here with essay by Alexandra Heller Nicholas. Reversible cover artwork. Let me read right here. Got an interview with the director, interview with the cinematographer, interview with the editor, sound designer as well, interview with the composer. Jesus Christ. They definitely got interviews like fucking loaded with this thing right here. Yeah, guys. Like I said, I'm going to do my homework a little bit on this. After I watch it, of course, just to see what's the deal with, okay, why does it say censor on this part, then Beastman on this slipcover, and then Asunder? I have no idea. Maybe it was just alternate titles they were thinking of to release it, promote it. I have no idea. Or for all I know, it could be fucking 3 different movies or 3 shorts. Who knows? But I said I wasn't going to read it, and I'm sitting here doing it. So yeah, guys, I'm not going to do that to you. But yeah, guys, that is the VSP #2 release of Censor. I am kind of curious to see where Vinegar Syndrome is going to take that line. You know, see them put out a New York Ninja, now Censor. These two right here, they, you know, I'm sure these definitely got some traffic. I've seen a lot of people unbox these things right here, so I know Vinegar Syndrome, I would assume, sold a decent amount of them. So it's going to be interesting to see where this goes. It's crazy to see the subsidiary thing. You know, not even just the partner labels, but you know, we got you know, of course, we got the Vinegar Syndrome releases. They got the Picorama stuff, of course. You know, they introduced that. What was that? The VSU. And there's 2 titles of that so far out right now. Now you got the VSP, which there's 2 of those out right now. I'm just trying to think. Something's probably eluding me. I've been doing the legacy stuff as well. And then, not to mention, I think there's like, Jesus Christ, is there like 6 or 8 partner labels that they're doing on their website right now? Like, Vinegar Syndrome definitely has their fucking hands full. They got their dick in the game, that's for sure. I mean, to see where they're at right now compared to when I first laid eyes on them in like because I was late to the game. I don't think I looked at Vinegar Syndrome stuff until about the end of 2016, early 2017. It just didn't seem like there was a whole lot of stuff on their website at that point. But yeah, and then you fast forward, like, you know, fucking, what is it, it's like 5 years later, and it's like, wow, holy shit, like, they got a lot going on, and to see the amount of traffic that their website gets, and nothing, just, you know, of course, there's a lot of people who buy these big boxes of merch from them, all these movies and stuff, but just to see the people who's on YouTube, who have YouTube channels doing it, it's like, wow, there's a lot of fucking people who buys these products. So they definitely have made a fucking name for themselves this past couple of years. Not only with, you know, them doing the tactic with their you know, as much as you know, they pulled that slipcover game off and took that to a different level, but just their packaging styles too, away their presentation. I mean, they know how to present something to you. To me, it's almost like as fresh as Arrow Video. It's just like, wow, like that is the way to present a fucking film to somebody who loves that film and just gives you like this nice big box with a book or whatever it is and shit. So I applaud them. That is great. But yeah, guys, that is Censor right there. All right, guys, this is the last item out of the box, and I assure you the video will then be done after I show it, but that is it. There's my empty box right there. So we're getting down to the very last one. And this one was one right here. When I told you earlier that I was telling Brian Goes Blue and Pop's Movie Dungeon while we was doing our live video about a month ago, I'd say. I was telling him I was very excited for Bloodsuckers from Outer Space. You know, that was second on the list I was most excited for. But this one right here was my #1 title that I was just super excited for. This was one of the first things I put in my cart with Deadlock as well. And I can't wait to dig into this right here. Not to mention, I just had a full-blown weekend last week where I watched nothing but this guy's movies right here because I was just in the mood for it. Me and my wife was just ready to dig into it and eat up a lot of stuff, and I was very excited to show her some other stuff of this director's films. But guys, that is none other than Dario Argento's Trauma. I know a lot of people who's probably watching this video, if you made it to this far, you're probably going to think like, yeah, I don't know, man, like maybe you shouldn't praise that film so get excited too much about this film and give it a whole lot of praise about your excitement, because, you know, everybody knows everybody's opinion about the later Argento films definitely wasn't, you know, as good or even remotely as good as his films from, like, the 80s and the 70s. But I will tell you this, I'm just glad to see that Vinegar Syndrome actually, I think this is, if I'm not mistaken, this is Vinegar Syndrome's first time dipping their toes into the Argento films. I think this is their very first release of an Argento film. So that right there, to me, that's fucking very exciting. Because to me, when I think about it, of course, we all see that, Arrow Video has released plenty of Argento films. What is that? Synops has done Suspiria and done these steel books and all this other stuff. And all that stuff sells very well. The Argento fans eat this shit up. They love it. They buy it. They worship it. So it kind of brings them over to the Vinegar Syndrome label, because now they actually have an Argento title. I think that's Ronan Flicks, who might have done, what was that, The Church, or Opera. Might have been Opera or something like that. I remember that 3-disc edition I was trying to land. Now it goes for stupid money for Opera, but I'll get my hands on it one day. Got a little sidetrack, sorry. But yeah, I'm very excited to see Vinegar Syndrome get on that. Guys, that is VS number 378. So guys, it won't be long if they haven't hit it already, which I don't think they have. But it will not be long, and they'll be in the 400s. So guys, I'll show you the back of that right there. Alright guys, let's pop this baby out. There we go. Same cover art right there. Guys, this is from 1993, 109 minutes, 185:1. Widescreen aspect ratio. Guys, this is all region A, B, and C. So you're good over the pond if you want to grab this. And I'm sure there's plenty of people across that pond who love the hell out of Argento. And I'm almost sure that they've already jumped on that Vinegar Syndrome site and landed them a copy. Guys, let's see. As it says, region-free Blu-ray, newly scanned and restored in 4K from its 35mm inner positive, reversible cover artwork. So that's awesome. There is reversible artwork. Special features list is fucking huge, guys. But they do have a feature on here called Beheaded, an interview with writer-director Dario Argento. So that's going to be fucking great. Heads Above the Rest, an interview with special effects artist Tom Savini. So there we go. Another fucking... I'm sure everybody has more than a dozen releases where Tom Savini has a special feature on those releases, and it's great. Can't get enough of them. Female Hamlet, an interview with writer Franco Ferrini. Yeah, wow. I mean, it's just that, guys. I'll put that over on the back. I hope that comes in for you right there for the special features, but as you can tell, it's just, they got it stacked. So definitely excited for this one right here, guys. This is... I definitely say this is probably going to be one of the first ones that I definitely pop in, because it is. It's just, I can't help it. I can't help but be excited for it. So, I do know for a fact that, seeing that, hey, it was released in 1993, a lot of the Argento worshippers probably ain't gonna be so excited for it as much as the early works of it. But I'm sure that he has plenty of film-loving fans who just chase down everything that's released with his name on it. So I would assume Vinegar Syndrome will definitely sell this one very well if I had to take a guess, and I wouldn't be surprised if this was one of those things where, yeah, they released it during the Black Friday sale, but then come the halfway Black Friday sale the next year, the slipcover was already gone. I wouldn't be surprised. So guys, if you are one of those that's like, hey, I gotta have it, and I gotta have it with the slipcover, think about it. You might want to grab it. So yeah, guys, Dario Argento's Trauma. Christopher Waddell, Asia Argento, which I believe is Dario Argento's daughter, and James Russo. So yeah, guys, can't fucking wait to see what that's got to offer, guys. I will try to hold the whole stack up right quick. I know I'm blocking my camera. Sorry, I'm just trying to get it all kind of lined up so that way I can kind of just show my whole entire purchase of the Vinegar Syndrome Black Friday sale. As I said, guys, I went way fucking crazy this year on both sales when it came to Severn Films, and went balls to the wall with that company. But that did not stop me from supporting Vinegar Syndrome, because I love them to death. I always love getting a big box of stuff from them. But I will say, though, oh, guys, I'm sorry, I forgot the air freshener right there, of course, and the pin, which I showed you earlier, and of course they threw in that little free sticker right there. I'm trying to think, did I leave anything out? I did. Oh. So yeah, guys, my replacement case is right there. Jesus Christ, Johnny, get your shit together, man. So yeah, guys, of course that Rudy Ray Moore box right there, which I love it, and plus the legacy slips, guys. Yeah, I definitely I definitely got a good box of stuff. I'm happy with it. Like I said, got the replacement cases to finally get that collection in order. Nice little car freshener right there. A little swag right there with the enamel pin. Nice little bonus freebie right there with the collectible cards right there for Prospect. And like I said, guys, there it is right there. And on top of that Rudy Ray Moore box set, of course, you have the 3 Legacy slips right there for the films. I already own those, so of course it was nice just to pay $8 a piece for those just to get the slips. And like I said, guys, I already had all 4 of the Rudy Ray Moore films from Vinegar Syndrome, so the box was only $15. So that was nice to save a little bit of money, especially for already having stuff. But guys, that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hour and 45 minutes just to unbox that right there. God, I run my videos so long, but guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I was as thorough as possible. Guys, if you want to hit me up in the comments section, if you want to tell me anything, like I said, especially like, what was that? We went over it with Censor right there with having that slipcover with those alternate titles on each side. If you know anything about that, please hit me in the comments section. Let me know. Please keep it spoiler free if you possibly can. Tell me what you got. Tell me what you got in this sale. What you're most excited for. Is there anything in that stack right there that you're just like, hey, you should definitely put that on the top of the watch list. You'll definitely. It's one of your favorite releases or something like that. Other than anything, guys, Vinegar Syndrome related, just hit me up in the comments section. Don't be shy. Get in there. Let's start this conversation. Yeah, guys. I hope everybody has a good Christmas this year. Here we are. It's Christmas Eve. Going into the evening here. What time we got here? It's 6 o'clock already. I got some stuff I got to get done and do. So, guys, like I said, hope everybody has a good Merry Christmas. And yeah, guys, until the next time I make a video, which will be probably in a couple of days, stay safe and be careful.